When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and who by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. A description of the Rainbow Warrior prophecy attributed to Native American origins. This description, however, is taken from the context of a book called Warriors of the Rainbow, published in 1962, not by Native Americans, but by a white Christian novelist. So, is there actually such a thing as a rainbow warrior? Yes, there is. The description above is a synopsis of many references to the concept found in diverse tribal beliefs. The actual prophecy does not mention the term rainbow warrior, but tells of the children of the white man embracing the ways of the earth and the native peoples. This prophecy can be found in the story Black Elk Speaks. It refers to a vision and prophecy of the Sioux elder Black Elk. In this story, purportedly before the white man began the colonization of the Americas, the prophecy told of a people that would come with great numbers, overrun the land, and all but destroy the native people. However, before the ways and traditions of the original peoples were completely lost, a generation of white men, the children of the white man, would begin to follow the ways of the red man, acting, looking, and believing the natural ways. The Boomer generation that came just after the loosing of the gourd of ashes from the Hopi prophecy began to awaken from their spiritual slumber. A wave of that awakening washed over that generation. They rejected the ways of their sleeping fathers and mothers, embracing ways of knowledge and perception that is distinctly and notably similar to native tradition and understanding. One of the known catalysts of this event was the Vietnam War. The draft was a conscription of young men that the Boomer generation resisted. That resistance is mistakenly accredited to be the cause of the awakening, when in fact it is only a symptomatic reaction to both the spiritual wave that washed over the earth beginning at the time of the nuclear attacks on Japan, and the Vietnam War. The hippie movement is treated by many as the source of consciousness awakening during that period, but again, that movement is only one part of the effects of the actual awakening. While a handful of the hippie frontrunners were tripping the light fantastic, poking their heads through veils and membranes in pharmaceutical attempts to alter their consciousness, the slightly younger boomers were beginning to have visions that foretold of great changes. These visions were not drug-induced nor connected to any kind of ingested substance, but were actual bona fide visions given to them by spirit. There were, and are, factions within the Rainbow Gathering that latched onto the concept of the Rainbow Warrior and tried to claim that honor and distinction. The core of that group, self-styled as a family of light, set the stage for decades of misaligned, erroneous association. While it is true that that group did segue their hippie colors and New Age concepts into the label of rainbow, the overall actuality never reached reality. They dressed like natives, adopted a few native rituals, and created their own rainbow tradition, a kind of doctrine of hipness and pseudo-spirituality that sat in a non-progressive stasis for over 40 years. There are those who love to lay claim to the status of rainbow warrior based solely on their adherence to acceptable rainbow fad and fashion, but truly, from the perspective of one who actually sought the vision and understanding of this land and its many levels of life and consciousness, their shallow pretense is disrespectful and even insulting to the reality. Real rainbow warriors do not parade around pretending to be something special. They labor at spreading truth and awareness. Real rainbow warriors do not focus on celebration because the work is not done. There will be plenty of celebration when the adversarial, parasitical consciousness is eliminated from the mix. That cannot happen within the rainbow, when the mainstream rainbow, or the pretentious rainbow family of living light, is dictating the terms of rainbow political correctness. This low-level consciousness merely upholds and promotes static patterns of repetitive nonsense that are designed as distractions and roadblocks for the true rainbow warriors, and those seeking spiritual truth. Real rainbow warriors will make a stand. They will make it for the living being we call our mother. They will make it in respect and awe for the greatest spirit. They will make it for their brothers and sisters, their mothers, fathers, grandparents, and great-grandparents, all our relatives. The real rainbow warriors are a minority, mostly unknown and unseen by the rainbow masses, because the pretenders hold the false positions of authority, while publicly claiming otherwise. The real rainbow warriors do not need public recognition, or adulation, or popularity. They need people to wake up. As of the date of this writing, a truly remarkable event is occurring. The native indigenous people of America are standing up to the US federal government and several greedy corporations that are trying to run an oil pipeline by, near, and under the headwaters of the Missouri River. If allowed, that pipeline represents an eco-disaster of monumental proportion. The solidarity and coming together of global community is a precedent that is establishing a real movement to deal with the corporate, economic, establishment conquest of the planet, its people and its resources. That event is known as and will be known historically as Standing Rock. That actual event is demonstrating all that has been lacking from the rainbow gathering. It is a profound contrast to the silly antics of rainbow that have continued to block true spiritual progress and constructive action for over 43 years. Real rainbow warriors, now is the time to gather with purpose and intent, and resolve. You will know the way.